Welcome back to Football Daily for the first transfer talk of 2022. It may be a new year, but it's the same old gossip, with Manchester United chasing a midfielder, Arsenal hunting a striker, and Newcastle bidding for, well, whatever they can. Let's start with the Magpies, who are prepared to spend big as they look to beat the drop. Newcastle United might be 19th in the table, stuck behind Burnley and Watford, but unlike their rivals, they have the financial firepower to make some serious moves in the market. And it looks like Eddie Howe is closing in on his first big money addition less than a week into the window opening. Atletico Madrid right back Kieran Trippier appeared to wave goodbye to supporters at the Wanda on Sunday night, following a dominant 2-0 victory over Rayo Vallecano. Despite starting the match and performing well, Atleti's coach Diego Simeone had already confirmed that the English right back was pushing for a move. Telling press, "You know very well that once the footballer makes a choice, there is not much we can do as coaches apart from telling him how important he is." But El Cholo won't get his wish. On Tuesday, it was reported that the 31-year-old had skipped training, and by the evening it was all but confirmed by Sky Sports and Fabrizio Romano that Trippier was on his way to Northumberland. Sportsmail believe Newcastle have negotiated a fee of £12 million with add-ons plus 100k per week wages for the defender, who was arguably the best right back in La Liga last term as Atleti stormed the title. The player himself is keen on reuniting with Eddie Howe and has jumped at the chance to be closer to his family. Expect this deal to be all but confirmed by the time the video goes live. So the Saudi era at Newcastle is off to a flyer, and the club's hierarchy will be quietly hoping the statement signing of the England international will encourage others to head to the northeast. But who else is on their radar? Let's find out. One of the Magpies' main transfer targets is Lille defender Sven Botman, a hugely exciting Dutchman who was central to Ledog's surprise Ligue 1 title triumph last season. Sportsmail believe Lille have already rejected a £13 million bid from Newcastle for the centre-half. However, an improved offer is expected back in France soon, with the Telegraph claiming Botman is interested in the Toon's proposals even if the club are insisting he isn't for sale. Only in November, Foot Mercato revealed that Lille are saddled with debts of around €160 million, meaning they may have little choice but to listen to Newcastle should more money be on the table. But there are alternatives to Botman if a deal can't be struck. CBS claim the Toon are interested in Tottenham's Joe Rodon, but are refusing to match the £20 million valuation of the Welsh centre-half. The Telegraph believes Sevilla's Diego Carlos is another solid option, along with Liverpool's Nat Phillips, Arsenal's Rob Holding and Burnley's James Tarkowski. The report goes on to suggest Everton's Lucas Digne will be approached after the Frenchman's fallout with Rafa Benitez. But it doesn't end there. Howe is keen for a new central midfielder, and the two top candidates for the role, according to the Telegraph, are Mohamed El Neni of Arsenal and Hamza Chowdhury of Leicester, who Steve Bruce was desperate for in the summer. Even up front, there are some big names being mentioned, from Zenit's Iranian forward Sardar Azmoun to Rangers maverick Alfredo Morelos. And keep your eyes on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Gini Wijnaldum, the two biggest names being linked with shock late loan moves to St James's Park. It's all happening at Newcastle, but Toon fans, who do you want next? Let us know in the comments. Things are looking good for Arsenal right now. The Gunners were very impressive despite losing to Manchester City at the weekend, and they're quickly emerging as favourites to stay in the top four. Signing a new forward could be the key to getting them over the line, especially with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang currently on the exit path. But in news that will be warmly received at the Emirates, it appears a replacement for the Gabonese striker could be near, with Real Sociedad Swedish star Alexander Isak closing in on a switch to North London. Isak has been on the radar of Europe's biggest side since 2016 after breaking through at AIK as a teenager. An £8 million move to Borussia Dortmund might not have worked out as planned with just a single goal for the senior side, but his career has only gone in one direction since heading to San Sebastian in 2018. Roll on 2.5 years and the striker has netted 38 times for Los Churi-Udin, whilst also scoring 9 in 32 caps for Sweden. Arsenal have long been admirers of Isak's work, and El Nacional in Spain believe talks are progressing over a rumoured £60 million deal for the 22-year-old. Barcelona are said to be interested too, but with Sociedad refusing to do business with their La Liga rivals, Arsenal are firmly in the hot seat. Only in the summer, Isak told The Independent he dreamed of playing in the Premier League, boosting the Gunners' chances even further. However, reports in Italy claim Arsenal haven't given up on Dusan Vlahovic either. Their latest offer is said to be £46 million plus Lucas Torreira to sign the Serbian immediately, but it's unclear whether Fiorentina are interested in selling Vlahovic mid-season. Signing both forwards isn't an option, so Arsenal might have a big decision on their hands. But with Isak looking more likely, 2022 is shaping up to be a huge year in the Mikel Arteta project. After their dismal defeat to Wolves at the weekend, some fresh faces are clearly required at Manchester United. No more so in midfield, where the lack of a quality number 6 is clearly hindering Ralf Rangnick's desire to effectively perform his 4-2-2-2 formation. Several names have been floated in the press, but now Borussia Mönchengladbach's Denis Zakaria has emerged as the latest candidate to fill United's midfield vacancy. The Swiss international is rapidly approaching the end of his contract with the German club, and it has been reported that the likes of Roma, Barcelona and Bayern Munich are all monitoring the situation. However, the Mirror believes the Red Devils are considering stealing a march on their rivals by giving Gladbach a chance to cash in on the former Young Boys star. And they could be set to offer £25 million to bring Zakaria to Old Trafford this winter. In a boost to United's hopes, Die Fohlen are desperate for cash after a couple of tough seasons. Their star centre-half, Matthias Ginter, is also set to leave for free this summer after Gladbach were unable to offer him improved terms, and the Bundesliga outfit will be keen to avoid losing Zakaria for nothing as well. Rangnick is said to want someone with a physical presence, and at 6'3", the Swiss star more than fits the bill. But United fans, is Zakaria the man you had in mind to fix your midfield issues? Join the debate down below. Christian Eriksen could be playing football back in the Premier League in 2022 after the player's agents revealed that a return to England would absolutely feel like coming home for the Dane. Eriksen hasn't featured competitively since suffering a cardiac arrest at the Euros and is a free agent after Inter Milan cancelled his contract with Italian regulations not allowing players to compete with an internal defibrillator. But the 29-year-old has been busy working on his fitness back in Denmark and with Swiss side Chiasso, and after a series of tests in December, he was given medical clearance to continue his professional career. His progress hasn't gone unnoticed across Europe, with Sportsmail learning that clubs in Denmark, the Netherlands and England have all expressed interest in the former Ajax playmaker. However, with his best years coming under Mauricio Pochettino at Tottenham, it's no surprise to discover the Premier League is his destination of choice in the coming months. His agent told the BBC Eriksen was treated exceptionally well by the British public, not only because of his top football abilities, but also because of his human values, his modesty and altruism. Just who is chasing him hasn't been revealed, but whatever happens, it will be a huge cause for celebration to see Eriksen fit and healthy back on the pitch. Finally, we head to Everton, who have already concluded their second deal of what is proving to be a very busy winter window. After a summer that saw them spend merely £1.8 million amid fears that financial fair play were breathing down their necks, the Toffees have roared back in typical fashion by dropping over £32 million on defensive reinforcements. First came Dynamo Kiev's highly rated left-back Vitaly Mykolenko, who arrived for £21 million on New Year's Day. The Ukrainian is only 21, but has amassed over 150 appearances for club and country, and he could be a long-term replacement for Luca Dean. However, sorting out the right flank was a more pressing issue for the Toffees, but that may have been fixed now Nathan Patterson has joined as well. A fan favourite at Rangers having emerged under Steven Gerrard, the young Scot has become the most expensive departure ever from Ibrox at £12 million, despite only playing 26 times for the club. The 20-year-old is so highly regarded at the Gers, the deal could reach £16 million if certain targets are met under Benitez. Everton tried to sign Patterson in the summer, but were not back with two separate bids, so we'll be delighted to have landed the right back at the third time of asking. He's only started 2 league games for Rangers this term, so don't expect results straight away. But once he gets up to speed, Everton will hope they've finally found a suitable replacement to the legend and long-serving Seamus Coleman. Everton fans, who do you want next? Let us know in the comments. So that's it for Transfer Talk for this week, but what do you make of Newcastle's transfer plans? Let us know down below. As always, make sure you're liked and subscribed to Football Daily with that notification bell switched on. We hope you're all safe and well, and we'll see you next time.